Oh, it's that time of year. Create your own calendar, you guys. For 2013, personalized calendars are cool. Don't get the one with the stupid kitty on it that says Mondays are a bummer. Make one with you, your family, your business. Do it at Vistaprint. Vistaprint is cool. Personal photos, text images, captions, notes for special dates. Any starting month you want. I would suggest January. Personally, it's fun, it's unique. Listen to this word, affordable. It's a great gift for your customers. If you're running a business and you hand somebody a calendar and you can black out dates that are important to your business, think about that for a second. February 8th, you got some big sales conference, you black that out. People know it's happening. The employees can never say, I didn't know about it. Yes, you did. It was on the Vistaprint calendar. Nice try. You're fired. Wall calendars, desk calendars, poster calendars, wallet calendars, magnet calendars, card calendars, calendar calendars. There are even calendar calendars. Choose from hundreds of calendar templates. Very easy to design and order. All of these, including wall, desk, poster, wallet, they're 50% off, and you get free shipping on your entire order if you spend more than $30. $30, that's it. Go to www.vistaprint.com/more stories to get this incredible radio offer. Just go to www.vistaprint.com/more stories. Satisfaction guaranteed. If you're not happy, they're going to make it right. No risk. Do it. Vistaprint.com/more stories. You've been told what to do.
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game change.
Donuts.
If you want a battle, it's either that you will or you won't.
You know, you're not a bad-looking man, Mr. Gals.
But you are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
There's something wrong with us. Something very, very wrong with us.
Rhonda, you're drinking pink. First of all, what the heck is a pink coconut? I never seen one in my life. They're always brown with hair on them and they have little faces.
This is raw coconut water.
Raw coconut water.
They got the bacteria out of it by pressurizing it, and so it keeps most of the nutrients, because when you cook things, it loses nutrients. And it's pink because it says on here, got a pink one? Lucky you. Raw coconut water contains naturally occurring variations in levels of antioxidants such as phenols that can make it turn pink. It's as good, if not better, as the others. Enjoy. I'm enjoying my pink shit.
So the process, I think every woman should enjoy their pink shit.
Fair play.
You, Ronda Rousey, bronze medalist. Where were the Olympics when you won the bronze medal for the listeners?
Beijing.
Beijing. How long a flight to Beijing from LAX?
Around. I don't remember. I think it's not that long because you shortcut by going over the North Pole.
What? What the fuck? Well, we just went around the world, but upside down. We were cool.
It's like so far away that it's closer to go over the North Pole than like the long way around the equator.
So 20 hours, 18 hours?
I'm sure it's something like that.
Are you nervous flying over there? Are you like, I'm going to go to the or do you know you're going to just crush ass?
I just been flying on planes so much.
No, I mean about going there to fight in the to do judo in the Olympics. Are you nervous at all about it? Or are you so prepared that on the flight you're like, let's just get it going?
Yeah, it is kind of a nerve-wracking period. Like first you go through processing in the U.S. and then you fly over to Beijing and like you're worried about all kinds of shit, like your weight and this team stuff and your fight coming up. It's kind of like a weird time. It is nerve-wracking, but like once you get there, it's like the Olympic Village is weird. Like once you're there, it seems like a million years that you're somewhere else, and once you're gone, it feels like a million years ago that you're there.
Olympic Village. Anytime I've ever read a book about any Olympian or any Olympic thing, Olympic Village does seem like the weirdest shit that goes down ever. Like it's just it's like Epcot Center, like but everyone's gonna go. But they hand out trophies.
Yeah.
Or medals. I could have just said medals and been educated.
It's weird though. It's like all these people that are like in the peak shape of all their lives, and they're like everything is fucking building up to this. And
then the shot put guy walks by, and you're like, "Whoa, look at that fat blob of shit."
And then like it's weird. I don't know.
Shot put guy. Make room. What country did you think were kind of like dicks when you were over in Beijing? Were you like,
Kind of dicks?
Were you like, what's with these guys? They're assholes.
Oh, come on. You're baiting me. You're baiting me.
You could say pass. Who was cool then? What country were you like, these guys rock? Usually it's the Australians. They just party.
No. I had a 50-50 shot with the French. Like some French people, I was like, yeah, they're freaking awesome. And some people, I was like, that's the hugest bitch I ever met in my life.
Marine's about to make spinach kale soup, and everybody's very fired up about it.
I'm so excited.
Because you're hungry because you're training, and you said you only eat once a day.
This is true.
What's your one meal a day? Pancakes and beer? That would be weird if your one meal was just ridiculous.
No, but I did have some beer after practice and like some fish jerky. It was like a Russian thing that you have after the
fish
sauna.
jerky?
Yeah, it's Armenian jerky. Sorry, what? Yeah, they just take fish and they dry it out and you eat it with the beer and the sauna, and then it's like after you train all day, so it's like recovery / awesome.
So then you go up to Big Bear. That's high altitude training?
Yeah, that's when I get back from Vegas on Saturday.
And the fight is in February at the Honda Center in Anaheim. And
Yeah.
when's the exact date of the fight?
February 23rd.
And that's Ronda at the Honda. You're headlining UFC.
And if you're Brazilian, it's Honda at the Honda.
What?
It was meant to
That's
be. Oh my
right.
God.
Honda at the Honda. If you're Brazilian, I dig it. Like Hoist Gracie.
And the co-main is Hendo and Manchita. So Honda at the Honda and Hendo and Manchita.
The Brazilian. I'm with you. What I
Isn't
want to
that
know
catchy
is
as fuck.
on your Wikipedia page, it says you decided to fight competitively when you got jumped at a movie theater and kicked the shit out of a bunch of dudes.
That was when I decided, but it was very encouraging.
But is that a true story?
Yeah.
What movie theaters do you go to where guys are jumping chicks to punch them out?
You know what? It was actually in Santa Monica.
Ike Turner's Lemley?
It was the one that plays like the indie stuff next to the promenade. That's like a block closer to the beach.
And just some guys were like, hey, let's go beat up some chicks.
Oh, I gotta tell the story again. Okay, this is what happened.
Yeah, not really. I mean, I don't give a shit. The listeners might be like, why'd they leave us hanging? We're new to the Ronda Rousey world. We were going to order that fight. You know what? Now fuck her. She's too cool to tell us a cool fight story.
I'll tell you the cool fight story. It was just like, we came in the movies and it was totally crowded and there was one row of seats open. And all these like kids had their feet up on the seats, and that's why people left them open, I guess. Yeah. And it was like 4 couples, so it was like a bunch of kids. And then we sat down, and it was like one of the feet was a girl in a miniskirt wearing Uggs. And for some reason, that's just one of those things that kind of got
Very
to me.
Malibu.
Oh, it was useless. It was pointless. It was like you're dressing for winter and summer at the same time.
Was she wearing underwear?
I didn't turn around to look,
I don't know,
but
maybe.
I didn't smell anything.
Okay, fair enough. I don't know if she was being like illicit. So you ask her to remove her nasty Ugg feet.
No, we just sat down quietly, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's so annoying, it's so annoying." And then I sat down, and I had to be like, "I know it's so annoying." I had to just fucking poke them a little bit. I don't know. I'm just a natural instigator. And they were just that group of rude people during the movie, you know, like when Jennifer Gardner came on, they're like, "Oh, I'd fuck her. You know, they're just like loud. That group.
Yeah, that's what Hamadi is at the movies. He's always yelling at the screen.
Yeah. So
he only sees Jennifer Garner movies.
Really?
Just to yell at the screen. He's outside her house and he makes believe he's at a Jennifer Garner real life movie. The Jennifer Garner reality movie. He just videotapes her whole life. No, we're making this. Poor Rhonda's like, wow, your sound guy's kind of weird. So what happens in a theater where a guy decides to fist fight you?
So the chick put her boots like on like both sides of my head, like she put them back on my seat and left them there in the whole movie. And my cousin's phone accidentally went off, and she was like, "Oops!" and like ran out, and they're like, "You cunt!" da 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 da, and saying stuff, and they're just yelling at the screen, and they're just that group of people, you know. And the girl like knocked my head with her boot, and I was in the middle of the movie, and I was like, "Okay, this is a good movie." I was into the movie,
right?
Like, I'm gonna let this movie end, and I'm just gonna have to fucking do something. Because there's just a certain point where it's just, come on. You can't.
Enough's enough.
Yeah. To have like any self-respect and dignity as a person, you have to stick up for yourself at some point, and you can only be disrespected so much and let it slide before you feel like you're losing your dignity.
Especially with Ugg boots.
Especially by an Ugg boot wearing a short skirt girl.
Yeah.
You know,
I fight them on sight. When I see a girl in a skirt and Ugg boots, I just headbutt their face.
I didn't want to fight her or anything, but I had to say something. But movie was good because, you know, it was Juno.
Juno was awesome.
Juno was awesome, and I was mid Juno, and I was pissed the fuck uno, and
to the highest level of festivity. So who hits you? Does a guy try to hit you in the Juno?
No. So the movie ended, and the credits came up, and I just turned around and I grabbed that girl's little Ugg boot, and I pulled it off her foot, and I threw it, and I said, "You need to talk to your mother about getting some manners." And
how old were you when this happened?
This was before the Olympics.
The questions are going to get harder as we go.
20. I was 20.
You're okay.
So this was like.
So you wound up just
5
how many
years
people
ago.
did you wind up fighting in this movie theater?
So yeah, I was with my cousin and my friend Marina, and they were like laughed, you know, and they kind of like edged out, and so it was movie theater. So like it was an aisle, so it was kind of like they couldn't get around me, and so they cut me off when I was trying to get out of the aisle, and it was like 4 couples, so like the boyfriends or whatever came over and cut me off, and our one boyfriend. And it was like at a movie theater, so it was like incline, so they look even bigger. These guys are like a head taller than me, and they're like, you know, they cut me off. They're like, "Go and get her boot," and I said no, and I tried to go in between them, and they pushed me back, and they're like, "Go and get her boot," and I remember being very calm, and I was already thinking about my defense in court, you know, so I was like, I'm gonna get my statement out. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and get through here, and if you guys don't let me go, I'm gonna have to do something. And then I tried to get through, and the guy like pushed me back while I was trying to get in between them the second time, and I grabbed the guy by the shirt while he was pushing me back, and I just started punching him with the other hand, and his friend came around and grabbed me by the neck, and I already dropped the one guy, and the guy around my neck I like threw over my shoulder, and my friend Marina like grabbed one guy, and my cousin grabbed the other dude, and like the friend was like mushing me, like trying to like get in, like the chick from the beginning with the boots was trying to mush me in the face, and my friend Marina like pushed the other guy away and pushed that girl out of the way, and her like face went into the seats. And
so your friends can fight too.
Yeah, because Marina, my friend who actually lives here, she
making
was
the
like
spinach kale soup in the background.
Making the kale soup. We've known each other for 12 years. We were like in the judo teams and traveled the world together. She was like on the junior world team with me, and we went to Belgium and Dominican Republic competing together, like all over the place.
So after you got in the fight in the movie theater, you were already practicing judo at a super high level at that time?
Yeah, I was already like on like Olympic teams and
your
stuff.
mom was an incredible judo.
Yeah, my mom was the first American to ever win the world championships in judo. And the funny thing that this fight started over like a girl losing her boot, and I was wearing flip flops and like a leopard dress that day. And by the time we dropped all these dudes, I realized that my shoe came off and I couldn't find my shoe. And I was like, people are just losing shoes. That was just a thought that I had. Like, everyone's losing a shoe.
Yeah, time just slows down. You think random stuff in the middle of a fight, like, hey, everyone lost their shoes.
Yeah, and my stupid cousin was like, you guys don't know who he was. It was she's so and so. And I looked at my cousin like, you're a fucking idiot. And we ran out of there. Right. Yeah. And everyone in the movie theater, like, these people are so rude. Everyone in the movie theater just started applauding. Everyone was like, woohoo! And I was like, maybe I have a feature in this shit.
When Juno was nominated for an Oscar, you were probably rooting real hard for Juno.
Oh, yeah. I was like, oh, Juno.
You're like, I fucked a bitch up wearing Uggs during Juno. This better win some awards.
Yeah, but they ended up finding my information from my cousin yelled, and they, like, sued me. And I ended up paying, like, $5,000 for a lawyer, and I got dismissed in court for self-defense anyway. But it was a huge pain in the ass.
You're going to make that money back one day.
Yeah.
You took bronze in the Olympics. Does it bother you? Are you so happy to win a bronze, or do you lay in bed after the fact going, fuck?
You know what?
Third place. I flew over the North Pole for this shit.
I was surprisingly satisfied in that moment. I was so angry that I lost in the quarterfinals that I was just on a tear for the rest of the day, and I was so pissed off that I was surprisingly elated when I won the bronze medal. And when I was done with that fight, I just kneeled down and kissed the mat before I left, which is kind of a weird thing for a white chick to do. But I just kind of like knew in my head.
That's how you get pink eye too.
Herpes on the lips. I know.
Yeah.
Those mats can be dirty. But I just knew it was the last time I was going to be
Beijing
there.
mats, they're bad to kiss.
That's
how you get swine flu. That's how it started. That's how it came over here. People kissed mats in the Beijing Olympics. Then they fly over here and they start kissing us in the mouth. Now all of a sudden everybody's got fluid in their lungs because they're kissing mats.
Yeah, thank God.
Who beat you?
It was this chick from the Netherlands, Edith Bosch, that I I beat in the semifinals of the World Championships when she was defending world champion after she'd already dislocated my arm and I was behind until the last 20 seconds and I threw her with the arm that she broke at the last 20 seconds in one
You
arm.
fought with a broken arm.
Yes. Well, it was dislocated and we put it back in.
Whoa, you say that like